Yeah, so I was going to talk to you about the trot. Yes, the first time I trotted with him, it was just, what an experience it was. I mean, it wasn't his fault at all. I mean, he is just the quietest fellow, but his head was up like a periscope, right up in the air, and his trot was like, well, if you can imagine what it'd be like to ride a trotter, fast and furious, head up, yeah, very uncomfortable for him. I mean, it only took a few rides, I think about 3, and now his head doesn't come up anymore when he trots. It's much, much nicer. Now we're just going to have a little trot up this mound. Don't know whether you can do that. It might be a bit advanced. There, good boy. There, good boy. We did it. So he can really benefit from doing curb work, which I think on my last ride we just started to do. But yeah, he's got the walk of a little, it's not hurried, it's relaxed. Well, it's much more relaxed than it was. And he's push on, not pull back, I have to say. And he's one of these that if you go to fall off, I'll just show you, he'll just stop. He'll just stop like that, because I think he's had lots of beginners on who've probably gone to fall off. And so, yeah, he's just, if you go to fall off, he stops dead. So, I mean, that has to be good. Right, walk on. I noticed that, you know, if I want to go down and get a fly or anything, he thinks I'm falling off and he just stops. But yeah, this horse is a wise, as my EFL student who knows nothing about horses said to me, this horse is like a wise man. He's got a lot of wisdom, and he has. And in his own way, he's different to Hugo, they're all different. In his own way, he's a very special horse, and we will be finding somebody very special for him. He has an awful lot. Yeah, he really is. He's a special horse with an awful lot of qualities that, whoa. Let this car go. No, we're not going to turn round. I'm walking on. An awful lot of qualities that can take, that we're looking for, and so many people of a certain age appreciate. Yeah, he's just lovely. So he's a bit like, as I was saying, he's a bit like a thoroughbred. You know, that kind of thoroughbred type walk and almost body. So what I might do is come down here. There we are, good boy. And then come up the main road, I think, on him. Good boy. So he really is, he's a bit special, is our Mozart. Yeah, so he rides like a little horse, but yet he's awfully steady and only goes as fast as you want him to go. But within that, he's walking out, you know, he's got the virtues of what, I don't like that term, plod, because I think it does the horse a disservice. But he has the qualities of a plod in that sense, but he's not. He's got active paces, really. Good boy. And he's listening all the time. he wasn't to begin with, because he thought I was just like any other rider that he's had to put up with. But now he knows that actually he's got a rider on top. He's listening all the time, and I mean, he's just the sort that you just couldn't. I've ridden him in company with Michael once, and because we met up on the road, and he's one of these horses that you just couldn't feel frightened on. You know, there's some horses like that you meet in your life, and even if you were nervous, you would never feel frightened on him, ever. Well, you might if you didn't know him. You might if you didn't know him, but once you know him, you'd never feel frightened on him. Honestly, you wouldn't. Yeah, he won't do anything nasty. And so for all that he's been very ignorantly ridden, he's a complete and utter Christian, as they used to say. I don't know that that's entirely accurate when it's applied to mankind, but you get the picture. There's a good boy, Mozzie, come on. Says, I don't know about all these drain covers. I've never seen a drain cover in my life, and this place is littered with them. So we're going to go up the main road and back. In fact, we might have a little trot. And he goes straight to trot because he's quite willing. Says, oh my goodness, look at these drain covers. Oh, he's a little delight. Oh, we'll come off here. Come on. Hello. Come on. I spoke to one of the builders on this house. Come on. Doing this house here. Let's wait till we've gone past. Hello. Well, I'd like to, if that's okay. There's just lots to see.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Not very nosy.
Well, lots for them to think that they don't like the look of, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There. Thank you. Gosh, it's hot now. I feel somewhat overdressed. Whew. Yeah, so he's a little bit hesitant at times because I actually don't think he's used to going out on his own, but honestly, you could, you know, there's no real challenge there. He's fine. And he doesn't hurry home, and I just know he'll be fantastic in open spaces, and he's just a totally good boy, and he's seen life. Because I've never taken him up there before. Come on, you can go over these. Good boy. And the other thing he wouldn't do was stand still, but he's so much better at that now.